Hi, my name's Sherry Loftus, and I would just like to share with you a couple of the things that I found helpful and useful in Google. The first one that I found to be very helpful to me would be the Google Slides and the comic that we made. There are many ways that I can see using this and being very useful to me and the students. The first way would be to use it as a social story, as I did here. I can put together some short social stories to use with the students as a way to teach them how to act appropriately, maybe just a behavior that's right or wrong, and just giving them better choices to do in a fun and interesting way. A lot more interesting than the ways that we've done them in the past with the paper and the storybook that's written on paper. This is kind of a little bit more personable and interesting for them. Another way that I can see my students using Google Slides is giving them a way to show their knowledge. Being able to uh, present projects to their class or to their regular classroom teachers. Usually, the kids in my special ed room um, have difficulty coming up with ideas, so this would be a way to give them a little bit more freedom in how to show their knowledge. Whether it be for their vocabulary terms and giving definitions that way, or some topic that they're assigned that they'd be able to use Google Slides to present their knowledge. Another um, tool that I found useful and interesting was the Google Sheets. And what I have done here is create a document for me to keep track of when I am collecting data for my IEPs. So I'm a very visual person, and for me to be able to see it and actually be able to use it that way. So I have a slot here for the date. So if I just put in, I'll just use last Friday's. I usually date it on the Friday so that I have it done by that week. And then not all of my students have all of these goals. This would be for reading, language, math, and behavior. But this student only has a reading goal, so I can quickly go in here and put not applicable, and then it turns to black. So I know that I don't have to do that area. And then the white tells me that it's not finished yet. Um, but when I get that taken and the data recorded, I can click on the check mark and then that makes it green. So I can just quickly look at it and know which students I still need to collect data on. And it's a very visual way for me to um, be able to check myself. And it's also a way that I can get away from the paper pencil ways of keeping track of when I have my data um, collected. Uh, Using Sheets again, I am going to set up a way for me to take that data, whether it be from their IEP information that I'm using this to collect, or data from the standardized testing, whatever it may be, but something that I can use so that I can visually see where my kids are at and what I specifically need to be working on with them. So, as I said, these are two tools that I specifically found helpful for me to use with my special education students. Thank you.